in HTML used to write markup. Okay, markup is again tags. Then CSS used to style that markup or that area which is covered by markup tags. Now well, as I told yesterday, like there will be a wireframe. From wireframe we'll be taking it into a PSD. From PSD we'll be moving it into a web page. Okay, usually this is the flow, like everybody follow, but sometimes what happens is like we doesn't have anything in mind. Seriously speaking, whenever we start something, let's say the client has nothing in mind, so in that case the only choice we got is like go with our own design. But we are developers. Now we are developers, we know HTML, we know CSS, but we are not like pixel perfectionist. We know, okay, this is the width. If I say width equal to 100%, though, then it extends until 100%. 60% it shrinks to 60%. We know that, but still I say with this knowledge we can if we take really serious to design a web page, it will take somewhere around 15 or 20 days for us to build a website like Tutoslive. Only design, and the development is another big thing. Development will take somewhere around 45 to 60 days. Development is a huge task actually. Okay, so to ease this thing, okay, there are a few people who what they do is like they help us, they help developers. Okay, what these people do is like they take inspirations, and they draw. Some people build PSDs and leave. Okay, these guys are graphic designers. And some people build web pages with HTML, CSS and call them as templates. These are templates. Now you can go ahead and Google and say free HTML templates. So you will be finding n number of templates. I'm sorry, n number of templates. So these templates are already built by some designer, a web designer, and he says like, hey developers, you don't have to break your heads. Go ahead, use this template. Like there will be template for everything. Like internet is so vast that you find templates for everything. If not free, they are paid. And paid in the sense how much you like pretty less, very less amount. I don't even say a nice beautiful template will not cost more than $30. Like a very beautiful template, very smooth, flat, or anything they call. So these guys take the pain of this, and they just go ahead and do some templates and they give away, like for a price or for free, whatsoever the reason may be. Okay, so we developers need not worry about this thing in that case, like since we can find templates everywhere. So out of which now sometimes what happens is like, okay, these guys are developing templates and giving us at a price or free, but clients may feel like, hey, this template, I didn't like the login button over there, so could you please change the login button? And some may say, hey, the width does not look good, the interactions does not look good, or this guy has put a lot of space on the left side, on the right side, on the left, on the top side. So clients may give so many complaints regarding that template. So what should we do in that case? We are developers, okay, and we don't know, even like if we have to start from scratch, then again either we can do one thing, like modify the template which we have bought or downloaded, or start it from the scratch. Okay, so to avoid these things, the guys from Twitter, okay, you guys know Twitter, right? So guys from Twitter has brought a framework. Okay, framework is a library. You guys must have been knowing, like a library is something which has already everything. All we gotta do is like take them, manipulate them and use it. Okay, so Twitter has brought us a framework called Twitter Bootstrap. Okay, Twitter Bootstrap is a front-end framework. Okay, so what it actually has is it has classes defined Like, for instance, I want 250 pixels width, let's say. So they have a class for it. Okay, and I want something to be center positioned, so they have a class for it. So all I have to do is like use that class. All the files are previously written. They give us in a plain pure .css extension file. These guys, Twitter Bootstrap, if we download it, it will be a .css file. We have to include it just like we have done previously using link tag. Then use whatever the classes they have used in it to meet our needs. Okay, that is a front-end framework which is called Twitter Bootstrap. Like third-party tools, exactly. Now I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do it, how to download it or how to use it. Okay, so the URL I'll type here. The URL is getbootstrap.com. Okay, getbootstrap.com is a URL. You gotta go there. So I'm just navigating there. I'll say get bootstrap.com.